Hey everybody, Jason here with Brett the Brick Builds. This episode we have Lego City kit number 60426 Jungle Explorer truck. 314 listed pieces, 3 minifigures, a drone, a jungle truck, and it looks to be a tiger of sorts with his little what do you want to say, encampment here, his area, and the Lego frog. Look on the back, got exterior remote camera, driver's area, camera operator's area, and let's go ahead and hop in here and see how the build goes. This might be, well, I shouldn't, this will probably be our last new build for a little while, just because there's not many new Lego sets out that are, well, let's be honest, within my price range, and working on some other stuff around the house here that just can't be put off anymore. So, by the way, almost a perfect amount of glue on this one because it's enough to hold the box shut, but popping open very easily for us here with the knife. I'm gonna say 5 bags. Just, we'll see here. Bag number 1. Bag 2. There's our tiger already assembled, so a lot going on there, but we'll get to him in due time. Bag 3 or 3. Bag number 1, or instruction book number 1. Decal sheet, thankfully very small. We've got 3 decals to put on. I can deal with that. Set those over there for now. And then bag, or again, instruction sheet for bags 2 and 3. So I was way off by the number of bags I was thinking, but I'll go ahead and set these over here. Bag of tinier pieces here. Dump those out. Bag 1 empty. Instruction book 1 here. And looks like the first thing we've got is our minifigure and the drone that he is controlling, appears to be rather simple to pop together here. It's going in there, lens going there, and then the rotors on top. And then we'll find our actual minifigure. Hair kind of doing its own thing there. It's remote. Looks like we're using the walkie-talkie as the remote for the drone. And then man should have some pants. Man's got to have some pants. There they are. So we'll get the drone in his hand. Pop that on there. And I will get the displayer and we can go ahead and take a look at the drone and the tiger, which has some movement, but not a whole lot. And we'll go ahead and take a look at them here. So we've got our Lego guy. He's got the the Jason Newstead / Chinner stash. And that he has a stethoscope on. I'm assuming this guy is also a veterinarian of some sort. So if you got anything on the back, yeah, just a few markings on the back. His vest or his shirt. He does have printing on his pants. He's got the printing on the pockets there. Then we've got our tiger, which we've got head movement, and then we've got rear leg movement. I'll just take him off the displayer and go this way. So we got some rear leg movement, head movement, and that's it. And again, that came completely assembled. No decals already painted. Set our veterinarian drone driver guy over there. We'll work on this guy's little habitat, I think would be a better good thing to call it. His habitat area. We're out in the jungle, we're not in the zoo, so this is what the tiger found to be meaningful and necessary for his living location. Blue piece there, getting covered. Or most likely be covered. I don't know if it'll be covered or not. Maybe not. One of these guys going on here. Go on back. These two guys, another one going there to connect things. And then another one going here. It's supposed to be like slate rocks, I'm assuming. Careful when you assume. Another of the blue flat pieces there. 2x4 cube. 1x8 piece there. We have a hinge. Hook for a hinge going right over here. And then we have another one of these kind of quarter pyramid pieces. Well, as I suspected, that was being covered up. Imagine they decided to use them to lock together and then cover up, and then said we'll cover that up because we've got a bunch of these blues in stock, so let's go ahead and burn some of them on this build and get them out of our inventory. Both of those on there as shown. That with the opposite hand one. There we are. 3 of the quarter pyramids again. Lighter gray here. A lot of rather rocky looking establishment here in the jungle. I guess that's what you want if you're in the jungle. You want to get up on some of the rocks so not everything's wet and whatnot. There we are. Leaves, the flower on top. There. One is going there. One is going up here in the only spot there. That stud that was out there. Should have a. I'm thinking this is the color. This color here is quite different from the what's printed there, but it appears to be the only one that makes sense to go there. So a much greener compared to a cyanish kind of color there. And more greenish cheese wedge pieces there. A lot happening here. Another green cheese wedge. To go there. Gray 1x3. Two more of these quarter pyramid deals. Really making their money's worth on that mold, this set. A couple more flowers with leaves. Drop that one. Go there. Got it. And then here. The edge. Somewhat on the edge. We've got a couple of bones going in position here. One's going to go that way. Guess so they're laying there and don't just fall off. This one at an angle again, I guess, so it's a little more natural compared to something just laying perfectly in position someplace. Another green cheese wedge. Right up there. Kind of what I would call a sea green color. Oh, I missed that a couple steps back. Should be another one here, and I will put it on. Just noticed it on that step, so we're good. Now let me look real quickly. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think I just missed that one piece. These four guys, and we're going over here. Tan here. Again, that's holding that together. Got just a plain leaf going there, no flower. Leaf, no flower. Piece up there. Another of the quarter pyramids, which I'm sure is not the proper name for that part, but if I'm building it, it's a quarter pyramid. There, and then another 1x2 sea green pieces. Actually, I'm going to put this on first, because with that being there, it'll help this being squared right there. And then we have this, goes to there. Leaf going there, or with a flower, and then a frog. Lego frog. If you want to go down a rabbit hole of stories, look up the Lego frog. Just be ready to do some reading for a while. These two guys here. This is going there. Okay, so we have one of the branches, let's call it. It's going to get 3 leaves on it. another, kind of doing the same thing again. We've got leaves coming off. Backwards over that. One going this way, one going this way, and then one going that way. Just like the other one did. Just gonna go across like that one did. That direction. That's gonna go there and tie all that together. So we've got spare parts. I'm gonna slide those over off camera. Spin this around. Put our tiger. Let's put him right there. Okay. I think these are the way that these have the hook and the hinge piece. I think that is so on some of the other builds. You can combine them together and have like the habitat areas all connected to each other. Round back, there's not a lot to see. It's not the showy side, but the front. There we go. All right, so we've got the habitat of the tiger we're going to check out. Let's go ahead and hop into the 4x4 truck. Needed to get out into the jungle to observe said tiger. Now get this bag open. Here. Secondary bag, some smaller items in there, including the other pieces of the minifigures. So we've got his and her heads. Here's her head. Him with his hat here. Oh, his head first, then put his hat on. Fedora. I'm not saying he looks a lot like Indiana Jones, but George Lucas might have lawyers looking into this. That's all I'm going to say. She should have hair somewhere. There it is. And she will get. Let's put her camera together. Got the it's not the flat type of clear 1x1 round. It's more of a the pointed type, the older type. I wonder why they decided that on there as opposed to just making it the flat 1x1. Why that decision was made. Let's see. Should have a map here somewhere. Should have a map here somewhere. There it is. He has that there. Well, let's go this way. And we'll get them on the displayers. Take a look at them, closer look at both the figures. There they are. She's got her camera printing on her torso and legs. She's got pocket print on her legs. He has just brown pants, kind of the whole Indiana Jones setup there. He's got his water bottle, and then he's got his map. If you see on the map, it's basically a map of where to drive around trees and where you'll find the tiger at. On the back, they each have just some minor printing. He has the strap of his bag going across his back, and she has just the kind of the wrinkles in her shirt. So we will set them aside. And we will begin the build of the 4x4 truck. They're really using these flat pieces here as joinery to pull these pieces together. And then we're coming back with this one. That one's going all the way across. So quite a sturdy frame we've got for the truck to start out with. Check something here. Okay. Make sure I was building in the confines of the camera there, since we're using that kind of rigged up second angle that we have now. There we are. So we're going with these slider type 4x4 round inverse pieces. I guess so if you're playing on the carpet, you don't lock your 4x4 in where it gets stuck. Back here, assuming so that they can just kind of pop in there. Rear fender setup. Them on each side. Brake lights, nice detail. I was going to have the brake lights. A couple of 1x2s to integrate the brake lights into the rear of the vehicle. Have our tailgate. Up into position. Over here, another 1x2 in front of them. 2x2 with the two studs on the one side. Have like a treasure, not really treasure chest, more like a is that I guess that is the top. Oh, I see. They're going to go. I see what they're doing here. Okay. Ready? And the one is going to get a banana in it. It's going on this side. So we got our banana trunk on this side. And then on the other side, we're going to put another trunk together. Go. And in that we're going to put the binoculars. That one's going on this side. There we are. 2 angle pieces here. There, and then 2 of the black rounds with the 1x1 round with the kind of a longer stud on top there. 1x4 orange. There. It's probably going to be the driver's seat as the steering wheel is in the next step, and that will make sense. Blue fenders for the front. So looks like we are definitely not going to have any doors on this thing. Combine pieces here on both sides. Here, and then we're going to put one here. Good, that made that tied all that together, made it much more structurally sound. Dark blue and dark blue, that Adventurer series, the orange and blue color scheme that they've got. Interesting to have red lights in the front also. I'm not sure what that's about. Here. Sub-assembly action going on. And here, there's 2 gray guys up here. Not sure what those are doing exactly. Then we have our headlights. And our turn signal, and again our headlights and our turn signal. These are going across on the bottom. This is going in the middle. This is going over here. And that's going to go on right at the front there. And there's our spares. I'll slide those over there. And we'll be on bag 3. Third and final bag. Wheels, tires, wheel, tire, wheel, and wheel. I want those guys rolling away on me. We are there, tying the headlight and grille assembly together that we just put on the last step. There, and we have this 1x2 centered stud going here. minor sub-assembly piece. It's going to get a decal on it, so I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to put this decal on. I'm going to use this to hold my piece because my fingers are a bit thick for trying to navigate a small decal in the middle there. So we will do that. And for my decal skills, boy, that was impressive. They'll be talking about that. They'll be spinning yarns and stories about that for the rest of my life about how good that decal went on there. Go on the back side. That goes there, and then this is going to go right there. One stud with the ball in the center that I think is going to be part of the articulated arm that goes for the remote camera. White and blue. We have a 1x2 blue piece. I just want to make sure that I had it, that the earth was going on properly in the right direction here. I mean, I can always flip the piece, but that one's on. Not quite as pleased with that one as I was the previous that I put on, but it's gonna be okay. On that side. Now we're gonna build basically an opposite hand of that. I'm sure. And it will go on the other side. This one goes on this way, because I'm looking at it almost actually kind of upside down. Our decal sheet is done. Precision tweezers can go over there. There. Assuming like the rear railing area. This piece here. This piece here. There. Olive drab green kind of colors. Railings. In place on both sides. White 1x3. And on top of the other one here. 1x3. this guy. And we have this guy. Going over there. This guy. There. Maybe the exhaust. Okay. Windshield into place. And then the air intake, air cleaner on this side. Piece. I'm looking for this piece. It has two lights going on it. What represent lights. Grill with additional lighting on it. Now we have our camera set up. Lens there. Let's put that on each side to give it a little more realism. There. And after we've done that, we're going to put a microphone on the top. There we are. We have another assembly going here. Flat 1x4 on the top. This is here this way. This is going there. This is popping into position there. And there's the camera on that truck. And inside here we have a medical bag. It's going to drop down. Roof. Go in there. Back here. A couple pieces. Two of these guys that are going across the front. The blue section. Two guys going here. All the way to the back, more structural kind of stuff. Flip it over. I'm going to go across here. These modified angle wedge pieces that are going to help hold more stuff together. We have a 2x4 plate there. We've got another set of lights going front there. Kind of like a roof rack. industrial working kind of wheel facing outward. It's a 4x4, so it's more less for looks, more for function. Pop the wheels on. Let's just go ahead and put the roof on here. Back here. I guess I very well could have missed them, but I didn't see where they called out how to do. I mean, I know what these pieces are. They don't really have a where you're supposed to put them, that kind of thing. But these are tiny. You put them on the displayer. It's the only way you can really be able to see it. Tiny little Lego compass. They can help themselves navigate around on the map. So that's what those pieces are. Microphone spare in that case. And that is it. So we have, of course, look at the truck. Truck here on this side, we had it. I believe we've got a banana. Got a banana on one side. And over here we have a pair of binoculars in there. We have our articulated camera. Move around. Check out things. The push bar, smokestack, air intake. Got the lights on the roof, roof rack. Take the roof off here. We got room for our driver, and then in the back we have our camera operator getting a good shot of that tiger. And that's it. So that was Lego kit number 60426, Jungle Explorer truck. Has 314 listed features, one tiger habitat, tiger and tiger habitat, minifigure vet with the drone and controller, not Indiana Jones with a map and a water bottle, and our photographer with her camera. If you'd be so good as with a like and subscribe, would appreciate it. Helps us out, helps you out, helps the channel out. We'll be back, not immediately, but I'd say in the future, some more new builds, and we will see you then.